What's happening, all you Minties? Uncanny Omar here from Near Mint Condition. Why did I point here? There. Me, Uncanny Omar from Near Mint Condition, the home of collected editions. And join me today as we look at the DC collected edition solicitations for March of 2023. Let's do this thing. And welcome back, everybody. Before going any further, I always like to stress that the solicits always have March or a date of like February or January, but it doesn't mean that all the books are coming out those particular months. It's just that they are solicited so comic book stores or online retailers can order these books. So now they'll be available for pre-order. So like, for example, some of these books are going to be available, yes, in March, and some will be available in April, May, June. We're looking at even some in September. And as always, there might be some delays, hopefully no cancellations. We are seeing the return of one book, so we do have a couple of surprises in here. Now, before I go any further, if you're enjoying this type of content, subscribe if you haven't subscribed yet. And smash that like button, ring that bell for notifications. Don't know why I always point. I assume the little thing is somewhere. Maybe it's down there. Eh? All that does help with our YouTube algorithm and our channel keep growing. All right. Let's go ahead and get started. With Blood Syndicate Season 1, this is the story written by Jeffrey Thorne. It has got artwork in here by Chris Cross. The cover's by Dexter Soy and Veronica Gandini. And this is your standard edition hardcover. $24.99, 152 pages. This one comes on sale April 11th, 2023. Duo. This is a new series collecting all 6 issues by Greg Pak, Koi Palm, and inks are by Scott Hanna. That's got me really interested. I love Koi Palm's artwork. And this is another hardcover from the Milestone universe, 160 pages, and comes out on April 25th, 2023. Now we're going to be looking at something really interesting that DC is doing. This is Batman One Bad Day box set. This is a hardcover box set slipcase, and it retails for $44.99. Now, the box set comes with only 2 books. It comes with One Bad Day, The Riddler, and a new printing of The Killing Joke, with room to add more volumes as they're released, so you can build your own collection. Now, the way that they've got this worded is that it seems like you can pick and choose which hardcovers you want to put in here. So maybe they're going to release more than what can fit in here, and then you decide what goes in the box set. Pretty interesting, but this one is $44.99, and both of those books are 184 pages together. Now, you can also purchase Batman One Bad Day, The Riddler, the hardcover edition. This is 88 pages, $17.99. This is the Tom King story with artwork by Mitch Gerards. And that one comes out the same day that the box set does, June 20th, 2023. Batman Detective Comics Volume 4, Riddle Me This. Continuing Mariko Tamaki's and Nadia Shamas and Sina Grace's story with artwork by the phenomenal and talented Dan Mora. Artwork on the cover by Dan Mora. And this one is another hardcover, so it's a standard size hardcover. That's the way they're releasing them, and then later on they'll be in trade paperback format. $24.99, collecting Detective Comics 1059 to 1061. The Jurassic League. That's awesome. That cover by freaking Daniel Warren Johnson. This is a hardcover, 152 pages, $24.99. This collects the entirety of the Jurassic League 1 through 6. Juan Gedeon is the writer, and you also have artists by Juan Gedeon and Rafa Gares and John Miquel. And Daniel Warren Johnson is actually co-plotting this too. Dude, it's the Justice League mashup with dinosaurs. Who doesn't want to read that? I've already had Giant Robot, Justice League, and Avengers. Give me some dinosaurs, baby. Didn't we do apes a few years back? Zombies. Yeah. It's time for some dinosaurs. Oh, what a pleasant surprise. Absolute Superman for all seasons. One of the best collabs by Jeff Loeb and Tim Sale. One of the best Superman stories of all time for either new readers or for people that just enjoy Superman. I love this story, and I'm so glad it is finally getting the absolute treatment. And This is $100, 368 pages, coming out August 29th, 2023. This collects all 4 issues of all seasons, plus stories from Superman 226, Superman Batman 26, Solo 1, Batman Secret Files 2003 number 1, and 2 new forwards by Cell's frequent collaborators Jeff Loeb and Richard Starkings. Of course, after we lost Tim Cell this year, so we lost a huge legend in this field, and I'm just glad we're getting the gallery edition of Spider-Man Blue from Marvel, and now we're getting Absolute Superman for all seasons. Beautiful book. It definitely belongs in everybody's library. Superman, the 85th anniversary collection. I could have sworn... No, I did. This is the softcover edition for $49.99. It has the exact same content as the hardcover. I believe the hardcover was $75. 496 pages, but it is a standard... It looks like it's a standard size book. Superman. Cannot wait to read this. Space Age. Written by Mark Russell. Artwork by Mike Allred. Oh, yes. Give it to me, baby. It's a hardcover. Standard size. 264 pages. $29.99. And it collects Superman Space Age 1 through 3. I cannot wait to read this book. Shazam! Power of Hope is getting a new printing in hardcover. If you've not read it, this is one of the best standalone Captain Marvel stories. I know that everybody probably calls them Shazam now, but Captain Marvel, baby. By Alex Ross and Paul Dini. Man, what a great story. I think I actually included this one in... Nope, I haven't done that list yet. Where to best start reading Captain Marvel, or Shazam, I guess. But 64 pages, $19.99. And one thing to note is that the trim size of this hardcover looks to be like the trim size of the original release. So it's going to be bigger than your standard size hardcovers or even your deluxe edition hardcovers. Shazam! The Monster Society of Evil. They are planning to release this right around the time, I guess, the movie's coming out. This is the Jeff Smith book series. This was a 4-issue miniseries. It's a phenomenal series to get to know the character. $39.99, the hardcover. This is a standard edition hardcover, and I want to say I thought this had already... It came out, I think, in deluxe edition, but now it's coming out in a standard size hardcover with 272 pages, $39.99. Jeff Smith, creator of Bone, phenomenal story. Fan Club, Batman Squad. What an adorable looking series by Jim Benton. This is an original graphic novel. He's the guy that did Catwoman and Franny K. Stein. That's who it is. Okay. But apparently it's geared towards kids. So Ernest Fan is the world's biggest Batman fan. Batman Fear State Saga. So now we're getting the softcover collection of this particular series, or I guess this particular event, rather, collecting Batman 112 to 117, Secret Files of the Gardener, Peacemaker, Miracle Molly, Fear State Alpha, and Fear State Omega number 1. So this is a cover by Ben Oliver, 320 pages, $29.99, and coming out in April 18th. Catwoman, Volume 2, Cat International. Teenie Howard's run continues on Catwoman with Sami Basri on artwork and Jeff DeKeld providing that cover, 160 pages. It is a softcover, $16.99. Future State, Gotham Volume 3, Batman at War. Dennis Culver is writing this series, and now this collects Future State, Gotham 13 through 18. Gillen March is providing that awesome cover, though. And this one comes out on April 11th, 152 pages, $16.99. Justice League Volume 1, Prisms. We're getting this in softcover edition now. This, of course, being the Brian Michael Bendis era of Justice League, with artwork and also providing that cover by David Marquez, collecting issues of Justice League 59 through 63. So this is after the Scott Snyder era of Justice League. This is 128 pages, $19.99. And also continuing those hardcovers is Justice League Volume 3, in case you're getting them in hardcover format. Leagues of Chaos. This collects Justice League 72 to 74, and 2022 annual number 1. Sanford Green does some of the artwork in there. I really like his art. Emanuela Lupacchino also doing some of the art. And this is, again, a hardcover, standard size hardcover, 160 pages, $24.99. This book was taken out of the catalog, put back in the catalog, and now it's finally solicited. Knock on wood. Legends of the Dark Knight, Jose Luis Garcia Lopez. So this is a phenomenal artist, and his collection throughout the years working on Batman. So as you can see down here, it's a just collection of most of his work on the Bat family. This is 472 pages, $49.99. And it is a standard size hardcover, but all of those Legends of have been a standard size hardcover. This one comes out on April 18th. Superman, Son of KAL-EL, Volume 1, The Truth. This is coming out on April 11th, 2023, collecting the first 6 issues of Son of KAL-EL, Superman, Son of KAL-EL, Tom Taylor and John Tim's series about Jonathan Kent. And this has been released already in a standard size hardcover, and I want to say it's been well over a year by the time this comes out that the hardcover had been out. All right. This book, oh my gosh, knock on wood. This is a surprise, but should it be by now? This is the 5th time this book has been solicited. For the love of God and everything in the universe and holy, please let this finally come out. The Phantom Stranger Omnibus. Oh my gosh. You have no idea how long I've been doing this and how many times I've announced it. And then the book just disappears, gets canceled. The last time it got canceled, though, there was some hope because they didn't move it into that weird date of like 20, what is it? I think they use a different date now. It used to be 2028, and then it was like 2040 something. They didn't move it to this hypothetical date. They actually moved it to August of 2023. So it is solicited for August 22nd of 2023. It is the exact same content. It is 1,200 pages. So again, solicited. It has gone up to $150, but I think the last time that I did the solicits, it was $150, and it had gone up from $125. But at least it is finally coming out. Knock on wood. I don't want to jinx it. So you have a cover by the legendary Neil Adams, John Broome, Michael Friedrich, and Robert Kanigher doing most of the writing. And then, of course, artwork by the legendary Carmine Infantino, Dan Spiegel, Bill Draught, just to name a few of the artists working on this particular book. It's so many people's most wanted Omni, and it keeps getting pushed, but it's finally coming. That's amazing. It gives me hope, right? Like, people always get upset with the lack of DC books, but I always say that there's still hope, that I think, DC can bounce back and make collected editions like the way that they used to. I don't know. Maybe one day we'll get back there. All right. Wrapping up this particular month is Top 10 Compendium. No mention yet of Tom Strong coming out in Compendium. That was canceled and it hasn't been resolicited. I assumed that was going to come back. But this is Alan Moore and Gene Haas. Freaking awesome series. Did I say Haas? Haas. Gene Ha. Haas. Sorry, Gene. But it's got a cover by Alex Ross, interesting enough. But Xander Cannon's also a writer and artist on this particular book, too. So, collecting top 10, 1 through 12, America's Best Comic Special number 1, Smacks 1 through 5, top 10 49ers, top 10 Beyond the Farthest Precinct 1 through 5, Season 2 1 through 4, and Season 2 Special number 1. 832 pages, $59.99, coming out April 11th. So, that one's coming out. I think that actually has the same content, if I'm not mistaken, or actually more content than the absolute top 10. But please, somebody, if you know right off the top of your head, put that in the comments. Now, when these books are up for pre-order, check out our sponsors. If you live in Europe and are interested in buying and pre-ordering Omnis, then you should definitely check out Walt's Comic Shop in Berlin, Germany. They have the cheapest pre-order prices for Marvel and DC books within the EU, flat rate shipping of €12 for all EU countries, bulletproof packaging, and all emails will be answered within 24 hours. They offer a huge selection of out-of-print books. Just head over to waltzcomicshop.com for more great deals and rare titles. And for a limited time, you can use the code nearmintcon, all one word at the checkout, to get free shipping for all EU countries with your first order of over 40 euros. Waltz Comic Shop, your reliable source for omnis and premium collected editions in Europe. CheapGraphicNovels.com, your online home for graphic novels and collected editions up to 50% off cover price. They have excellent shipping and prompt and helpful service. Check out their bargain deals for up to 90% off cover price. And don't forget, the CGN also takes pre-orders. That way you don't miss out on the hottest releases. And they are currently running a special promotion for you Minties. If you're a first-time customer, after receiving your order confirmation email, reply back to that email and let them know Near Mint Condition sent you their way. They will then apply a free shipping promotional credit to your next order in the US. Cheap Graphic Novels, your source for the hottest books with the kind of deep discount, quality shipping, and customer service that will keep you coming back for more. And that's it. Those are the books that are solicited for the month of March of 2023 from DC Comics. Well, the collected editions anyway. Let me know in the comments down below what you're most excited for, what surprised you the most. All over that absolute Superman for all seasons. That was one of my most wanted absolutes, and it's finally coming out next year. And I'm sure a lot of you are finally happy to see Phantom Stranger back again. So, any questions, leave them down below. Try as hard as I can to answer them. Everyone stay healthy and safe out there. Smash that button on the way out. Check out our Patreon and Spreadshop. Much love.